Hello friends, today we are going to discuss on 7QC tool. It has been quite some time and there were a lot of requests to talk about 7QC tools. Anyone in quality, they would be looking for solving either problems and segregating the data and then understanding the problem and analyzing the root causes. Basically these 7QC tools will help them to get their problem concisely and understand the root cause and then get to the problem solutions. So let us look at some basic tool that would help any engineer or any person working in the domain of quality. So basically the 7QC tools are checklist, stratification, Pareto chart, cause and effect diagram, histogram, control chart and scatter diagram. So in check sheet, this is we will be understanding about the what is checklist and when to use the checklist and how to use, and then we will be looking at the some of the examples where real time the check sheet is being used. And then the second tool is stratification. So stratification, again in the case of stratification, we will be understanding what is stratification, when to use a stratification, how to use, and then we will look at some of the examples of the stratification so that you get the hands-on experience on using this tool. And then the one more important tool, the Pareto chart. Here also we will be understanding what is the basic principle behind the Pareto chart, when we will be using the Pareto chart, and then we will be looking at how to use, and then we will also use an example to understand how it is being put to work and how it helps you to understand the tool application in the real-time problem solving. And the next fourth tool in the 7QC tool, it is a cause and effect diagram. So this cause and effect diagram, we will understand a little bit of history behind that. What is a cause and effect diagram, how it came into existence, what is the history of that, and what are the alternate names for the cause and effect diagram. And then we will look at when to use it and then how to use, and then we also will take an example and look at how this cause and effect diagram is used. So next tool is a histogram, the fifth quality tool out of 7QC tools. In case of histogram, we will understand the what is a histogram and then what is the purpose of histogram and how it looks, and then we will understand when to use histogram. And then the next part comes the application of knowledge, that is how to use, and then that we will be doing it with an classical example which is regularly happens to be seen in a shop floor. So next important QC tool which is also a heart of statistical control, that is called as control charts. We will understand in the introduction what is control chart and then how it is derived, how to interpret the control chart, and what are all the related statistical values related to control chart. And then we will also check when this tool has to be used. So then after knowing the getting the knowledge about the tool, then we will look at the application of it, how to use it, and then we will look at multiple examples where the control charts are used to monitor and control the processes. So that we will look into the detail. The last and but not least, the scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is one of the interesting quality tool. So we will look at how the scatter the history behind the scatter diagram, and then what is the importance of this, how scatter diagram helps, and then we will also look at when to use the scatter diagram, and then once we know the in-depth knowledge about the tool, then we will look at how to use, and then we will use certain case studies, examples, and understand that in detail. So if you want to know everything in detail, please leave me a message. I'll get back to you. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye bye.